Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the real reason why it looks like the last generation of consoles won't be getting any more updates for Grand Theft Auto Online. So as you guys know, with the free mode events update, Rockstar did a couple interviews with IGN where they had some of their developers talk to the IGN staff about the free mode events, about the future of Grand Theft Auto Online, what they were going to be doing next, and of course the topic of why this DLC, the latest one, the free mode events update, wasn't on next generation was brought up. And they basically went on to explain that the primary technical reason is the memory capability for the older systems, that they couldn't put any more meaningful updates without threatening the entire stability of the online game. And while I kind of understand that, there was a lot of gray area there that I really didn't know what they meant. Rockstar talked about not adding any more DLCs, but would that mean that they could still update the old gen if there was like glitches or something that they needed to patch? They really weren't totally clear, and I get that. I'm sure they didn't want to be 100% transparent with IGN, but thanks to a user on the GTA 7 Sins forums, London Town 2004, we've covered his information in the past. It looks like he has uncovered the real reason why the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 are being dropped from adding new DLCs. So to give you guys some background, it was pretty much a miracle that Rockstar was even able to make Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, considering that those consoles only have a total of 512 megabytes for total resources. You guys know that is not a lot, considering a lot of like 4K video and 1080p video shot today, like 2 or 3 minutes is over 500 megabytes. So the way Rockstar was able to consolidate resources and optimize all the GPU and CPU hardware that they did to put out Grand Theft Auto 5 on those old generations is definitely something to admire. So in that article, Rockstar Games explained that the reason for halting development on the old generation was memory and resources limits that were actually reached on those older consoles. However, the real barrier that was hit with the development comes actually more to computing performance than in-game frame rates. So London Town actually ran some personal tests to prove his theory that tested FPS, game loading times, server authentication times, a whole bunch of other things, and he actually found out some pretty shocking stats. So this is his test for patch 1.01, which happened in October 2013. You can see he gets an FPS around 26 to 28 frames. Game loading times take between 1 minute and 2 seconds and 1 minute and 10 seconds, while the server authentication time takes 15 seconds from handshake to complete. He then compares that to the last patch that the old generation received, which was patch 1.28 on July 2015. He was getting an FPS of 23 to 24. The game loading times were about 1 minute and 53 seconds to 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and the server authentication time was 56 seconds. So the FPS wasn't huge. You aren't really going to notice a difference between 23 and 26 FPS, but the game loading time and server authentication time is crazy, going from basically 1 minute to 2 minutes, so doubling that time, and the server authentication time was up 3 to 4 times. So if you're wondering why it takes so long to load into Grand Theft Auto Online lobbies, and we still have that trouble on next generation PC, that actually might be why. It's through all the patches throughout the game, all the new content that was added was slowing down FPS, game loading times, and server authentication times. So now this brings us to the question, with the minimal amount of memory that is left and the impact it has on performance, will Rockstar continue to add issue-based updates on fixes for security reasons, for new textures and scripting? They've already stated that there's going to be no more major DLC component packs made for old generation, but that statement doesn't really entail clear details on future title updates and if they will or will not be released on the last generation. So really, that's all the information that London Town has for us right now. But this really does clear up what Rockstar meant by memory and performance issues that they were having. It was severely affecting the game loading times and server authentication times, as well as shrinking the already kind of low FPS. You weren't getting true 30 frames from the start of Grand Theft Auto Online, you were getting about 26, and that was brought all the way down to about 23, which is definitely noticeable. So I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. If you're on old generation, let me know what you think about this new information. Does it kind of justify the reasoning for Rockstar not being able to provide any more updates with that logic that is there, how it affects the game? Or what do you think? Do you think that they should just try to add more updates? I'm sure it's going to be a crazy mess of comments in the comment section, but I'm excited to read them. Of course, let me know what you think down there as well. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be awesome, so hit that thumbs up button. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.